So this is the injury at the toe. I can't move the toe. And then all of these toes are messed up. And then the foot is messed up. And my ankle is messed up. This is a week and I don't know, 3 days, no, a week and 4 days out, and not being seen by a proper specialist, not splinted, not casted, and it hurts so bad. And they give me this boot, right? But every time I walk on it, I really feel like it is injuring it more. And nobody seems to care, which is the really sad thing. And that's why I have been, not online, because I don't want to cry on camera. And, this is just really messed up. This has been like almost 2 weeks, yeah, and I'm like really hurt. And they don't cast you or splint you at the hospital. They don't give you crutches. They don't offer you the use of to get a wheelchair. You're basically on your own. They did write me a prescription for crutches, and you have to go to the pharmacy and get those. And I've never ever heard of a hospital that didn't have crutches or assistive devices. I know that if you want a wheelchair, you need to go get that from a durable medical equipment place. But I've never been treated so like they were basically of the mind, well, nothing's broken, so you can go home. And they don't realize that soft tissue issues such as this, this is completely messed up. And still, this is like, there's some kind of anomaly on my second toe there. Everything is all messed up. And like, for ever since I fell, so I fell down a couple steps and landed on a concrete. So this was like, not this last Friday, but the Friday before. And I went to the ER immediately. I was screaming and freaking out. I was in shock. I had a mild concussion because I hit my head. They gave me morphine in an IV and Tylenol and more morphine. And after all the x-rays and CAT scans were done, they were like, well, you're good to go. Out the door with you. And that was that. So, no, all they stated was, see your... I can't even, put it out straight unless it's in the boot, because it starts to, hurt my whole leg. So, yeah. It's not... Here's the other side of it. It's not in a good way. This is not good. And then, so, on my thigh, ever since I fell, this part right here is, numb. And if I lay in one position or sit in one position for too long, there is, shooting nerve pain. It's the only way it's like lightning shocks. It's the only way I could put it, running up and down my leg. And And it looks like my leg is like twice the size of this leg. So I'm trying to figure it out. On my other leg, I mean, I don't even know if anybody will see me for that injury, because when you go see a specialist or a doctor, they're basically single-minded on whatever your injury is at the time, not your whole injury spectrum. My neck is messed up, my elbow, my right elbow is messed up, this knee is messed up. You know, these are all soft tissue issues, but you know, I can't put my foot up there. So I just wanted to kind of give you a shout out of what's going on with Rocker with a Walker. Definitely using the walker on the daily. It's really hard to leave my dwelling because I can't do the stairs unassisted. I can't walk very far unassisted. And without the boot, I'm non-ambulatory, so I can't walk at all on it at all. And like, okay, like right here. So this is really weird. On my foot, right here, when I touch right here, I get tingling down here. So I'm assuming that there's some nerve damage. On the other side, there is no nerve. So I should be having no pain on the top here because there are no nerves. But all it is pain. It's all pain. And you can look at it, how swollen it is. It's just really in bad shape. And here in Hawaii, let's just say the connectivity between agencies, so the connectivity between hospitals, your doctor, referrals, and such, is so antiquated and backwards. They do try, but they were giving me for the referral for the specialist, and this is odd too. So on the mainland, if you have a problem with your foot, you go see a podiatrist, okay? If in Hawaii, if you have a problem with your foot, you go see a podiatrist. If you have a problem with your ankle or your joint, you go see an orthopedist. So I'm not sure what that's all about. I've never dealt with that situation. And I've had numerous foot surgeries throughout the years, numerous foot injuries throughout the years. And from car accidents and from my childhood, and, you know, where I broke this ankle and a couple times, and about 10 years ago I broke 2 bones off my heel. In this foot, I have had a bulging fracture of the fibula in this leg, and that is still causing me issues. And I'm wondering if that injury didn't cause this injury, because there's no reason why I should have fallen. I didn't lose my balance. I didn't trip on anything. It's like my leg just gave out and I fell and landed on my foot, basically. It rolled, and then on my weight, it rolled the other way and was kind of upside down on itself, inverted, and all my weight went on it. And I then, of course, fell. I kind of got to put it up, but I think I'm going to have to, like, rewrap it and put it back in the, see, there I have the sling, it's not a sling, ace wrap. And I have several ice wraps actually. But I think what I'm going to have to do is rewrap it and then put it back in the boot because, and I do have some ice packs that are disposable, so I'll probably throw a couple ice packs on it. But I have been continually resting it, icing it, compressing it, elevating it, and it is still in this state. So there is definitely something wrong. A number of somethings wrong. And I just wanted to give a shout out to L M T W J C and L H. So those are all my friends and close friends that have been either bringing me food because I can't stand to cook, taking me to appointments, taking me, picking me up from the hospital, it just giving me, support and love, and I'm very grateful to all of those people. I'm not going to say their names because, I'm not really a named person on here without their permission. I know that I do have Leanne's permission. She's been a huge support to me. So, I can say her name, but she is my friend on the mainland and one of my best friends in the whole world. So I love you, Leanne, and I appreciate your support because this has put me in a kind of a depression because not only is it so frustrating to work within the medical system in Hawaii, on Big Island specifically, it's so frustrating to deal just with the stress that I can't, I mean, I got all my laundry done. I went and did, all my laundry, in the beginning of the month, and it is still sitting in the baskets folded. It's not hung up and put away, and I just don't have the wherewithal or the stamina to handle that. I just can't. That box right there needs to be moved. I don't know how to move it. I don't know what to do with it. I can't even, my head is so foggy and messed up that I am not sure where to put it. I mean, I need to wrap presents. I don't have any wrapping paper. I do have tape, so that's a plus, but I can't finish my Christmas shopping. Half the things that I ordered offline aren't going to be here by Christmas, so people are going to have to get their gifts after Christmas, which sucks. But we're adults. I did get a tree, and it should be here probably after Christmas, but I can always put my gifts to people under my tree, and they can just come over here and open them, whatever day I choose. Because I really think that tree isn't going to get here before Christmas. So that's too bad, because it's cool. It's like a white tree with purple lights already on them. And, well, I just wanted to give a shout out because I know that I haven't dropped a video or anything because I've been dealing with this. And I've just been really super depressed because, I'm stuck here. Nobody comes and visits me because they're all doing their own thing, But this little girl right here, she's been a huge help. She's Aria, my dog. And you know, if I didn't have an outlet such as this to kind of get all this out, I think I would go a little nuts, you know. But you know, I'm really confused about the medical situation here. The fact that I have a referral to the pain clinic out 2 months and you can't get a hold of them on the phone. You have to actually go into the pain clinic to make an appointment, which is ludicrous to me. It's just so, it's like people have given up. People that are in the field, they just want to, you know, patch you up and move you out. There's not a plan of, you know, getting you healthy. And then it sets you up to fail because you're going to get injured again and get right back in that frustrating, broken system. So, I mean, they kind of have a scam, in my opinion, going on, you know? Especially the fact that they don't have any, I feel like it's discriminatory against people that are permanently disabled and people that are going to be disabled for as long as they have their injury. I feel like it's kind of a scam that they don't have any assistive devices for people with soft tissue injuries like slings. They give you an ACE wrap, whoop-de-doo, you know. They don't give you alternative methods to utilize, you know. Like, when you elevate your foot, how far are you supposed to elevate your foot? They don't even tell you that. It should be above your heart. You know, they don't, a friend of mine, she has a broken shoulder, and they didn't give her a sling. She had to go get one herself. And she ended up making one out of a couple of t-shirts. And I'm like, what? They didn't give you any kind of, you know, brace or, you know, sling at the hospital? Nope. They didn't even give her pain medication to either take home. She has a fractured bone. They didn't give her pain medication to take home. They didn't give her pain medication while she was there. And I'm just like, what the hell is wrong with the system? Well, the system is broken here in Hawaii. And you need to know this if you're going to move here, because, you know, I am used to having, you know, the best medical care that, you know, you can get when you have Medicaid, which is pretty darn good in Washington State. You know, they have some of the best hospitals there, in my opinion. You know, they have Swedish Hospital, they have University of Washington Hospital, they have Providence Hospital, and, you know, there's some really good positions that are there. Here, they're good positions, but the problem is there are too few of the good positions. And a lot of the physicians do not get too invested because they're not going to be here for that long. You know, a lot of them are like transit, like travel nurses and doctors, and they only have a limited time here in Hawaii, so they don't get invested, which means they can't create a situation where there's full care for their patients, because they're not going to be around, you know, in 6 months or 8 months or 3 months or whatever, wherever they are on their travel. And, you know, that might be great for the economy of the state, or maybe not. I don't know. But what it isn't good for is the people that need the help in this state. So, you know, there are pros and cons anywhere you live, right? I'm just finding more and more cons here. And it's really hard to navigate this situation as an already disabled person being injured. But I'm going to cap it off now. I hope everybody has a better day than I'm having. And, you know, if you, you know, want to talk or whatever, feel free to comment. You know, it validates whether or not whatever I'm putting out there is something that is understandable, something that is connecting with, even if it's just one person. Leaving a comment shows me that it validates that. So I'd really appreciate it if anybody would leave a comment. And, you know, you can like the video or not. That is your choice. But liking the video and watching it in its entirety really helps the channel. It helps with the algorithm. It's really minutes watched that propels your channel to get more recommendations, and I feel as though I've tapered off since I got back from the mainland, and I'm going to start trying to post a video every week. So thank you to my subscribers. You're all awesome. And, you know, feel free to share. And if you want to be notified when I upload a video, you can hit your notification bell. And I really appreciate your support in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna over and out, and I promise that I'll give you, tell you what's going on with my injury, give you an update on that when I know more. And then also give you update on what's going on in my tent, because there's a lot going on in my tent, but I've been so excuse me, I've been so, in this schism of this doctor thing and my injury that nothing else has really been like something to think about and plan out and film, because I've made a lot of changes here in the tent, as you can see over there. But I wanted to show you some cool posters, some horror posters that I got, and so maybe once I know what's going on with my injury and am in some kind of cast or splint or whatever, I'll be able to focus a little more on those kind of things, and so there'll be some exciting things to look on here instead of just doldrums and depression and injuries and BS like that. So look forward to that, okay? And peace out, homies. Love all y'all, and aloha.